This is Astronomics. This is a game all about building up a space business, hopefully to mine and automate extraction of resources on asteroids. Let's jump into things and see what we've got in store. So, this is us, and this is our spaceship, which is kinda cool. Now, we're going to be flying around the galaxy doing a whole bunch of different stuff in just a second. However, we are currently docked to a company space station. There is a little bit of sort of lore here, which we can talk about in a little bit, but effectively we're going to be coming back here to refuel, upgrade, sell all of our resources that we make out in the field. Let's hop into our navigation terminal and have a little look around. So, what we are going to do is we are going to set this as the hyper jump target. We are going to jump into hyperspace. Boom. Looking good. And we are going to travel over to the asteroid field over here. Once we have arrived at the asteroid field, very simply, we're going to go and head on over to the little lander thing, I suppose. We hop into this, and we want to fly ourselves over to the asteroid, which is down in the south. There we go. Our ship is right over there, and it's looking grand. We want to dodge the sort of key asteroids, the big asteroids that are here as we travel on over to the big asteroid. Let's not crash into that one, potato. Good stuff. And we've arrived at the big one. We're going to land the shuttle over here. Hold to land that. We're going to settle down on the planet of, well, whatever this planet is. But that's fine. Okay, so the asteroid will exit the mining claim in about 18 minutes. So we've got time. What are we going to do? We're going to switch on over into our command bot. This is a command bot that is able to freely explore the world in quite a nice fashion. Now, there's a whole bunch of resources that we are going to want to extract on this planet. We can also sort of like scan for resources as well. I have absolutely no idea what this resource is, but we should be able to, hopefully, there we go, break it out. It is gypsum. Okay, so gypsum I don't think is a super valuable resource, but we should hopefully be able to find some other resources that are a little bit more valuable. Let's have a look around, shall we? A little bit more gypsum. We'll collect it because we're here. And there we go. Gravity tether doing its job. Oh, nickel. We got raw nickel there, which is quite nice. These are just small resources. I'm looking for some big, juicy resources, and it looks like we've found them up here. Now, what is this? I have this like scanner ability, which allows me to scan for resources around the world. There we go. Okay, we've got 50 kilograms of gypsum. That's fine. That's fine. Let's break all of these things loose as well. Okay, occasionally I run out of juice. My battery is pretty darn low. We can step back inside the ship, and as we do so, I will offload the resources that I collect. You can now see them up at the top here. Now, the very unfortunate reality of the current sort of asteroid, there's some more resources down here, which I'll extract, is that we do have some very, very rudimentary... There we go, look at that. There's some additional resources in these rocks. We do have some very, very rudimentary automation happening at the moment. It's kind of a little bit of a challenge to demonstrate because... the current equipment that we have on board this... Aha, there we go. The current equipment that we have on board this ship is a worker bot. You can actually see it up at the top here. We don't have any mining turrets. That's fine. But we do have a worker bot. This is a very sort of daft worker bot in the sense that it cannot do anything sort of too complicated. It can only move around on the sort of same platforms, which is why I need to manually move these resources around just to make sure that everything is sort of working and configured. Let's see if I can try and pull some more stuff out of these rocks over here. Beautiful. And then we'll get that moved up to the plateau over here. We want to basically try and extract as much as we possibly can. We have got a whole bunch of sort of cargo space that we want to utilize so that we can take as many resources with us when we leave this asteroid. Okay, another little recharge and a little offload. There we go. We've got nickel, carbon, gypsum, and we are now fully juiced. Okay, so a few more resources to collect down here. This is just a box of resources that I could not carry with me. We can actually just pick this up immediately. There we go. Get it all Get it all moved in here. Okay, and now it's just a case of moving all of the pieces of gypsum and whatnot that I've already mined. We'll just get them sort of moved across onto the plateau so that they can be picked up by the worker bot. And then I think it's probably time to get out of here. Okay, and I think with that, I think we've got most of the resources from the planet. Certainly enough to be getting home with. Let's take off. Let's head back to the ship, and then let's see what we can do with all of this money. Right, safely docked at the freighter. Look at this. We've got 502 kilograms of raw gypsum. We've got nickel. We've got carbon. And we've even got a little bit of iron. Now, is this going to make a whole bunch of money? Probably not, but let's just see how it goes. You can also see that we have got a freighter storage number up at the top here, which means that in the future, if we get a little bit more hyperspace jump fuel, because it costs 100 for us to run, instead of going directly back to the Cube Corp station, we could in fact head to another asteroid, which might be something that we want to consider doing. But for now, we're just going to jump back to the station and see what we are able to do with all of these resources once we get them unloaded. Okay, we've just jumped out of hyperspace, which is grand. Let's head on over into the station and see what we can do here. So, first things first, we probably want to sell our resources. You can see that there are a bunch of different sort of stats here. Gypsum is actually... Gypsum is common. Okay, good. I'm glad that we got a whole bunch of gypsum then. Nickel as well is not too bad. We can see here the market rate. The market rate for carbon and iron is actually quite low. If I sell all of this stuff, what's it going to give me? It's going to give me 179 cube credits. Okay, that's fine. So, this is going to be worth $729,000 on Earth. But unfortunately, I have a tiddly tiny revenue share, which is unfortunate. Now, there is a sort of method to the madness with regards to this dollar figure. I need $600 million in order to buy a house on Earth, and that's what apparently I'm going to do. Anyway, let's do the deal. The cube credits... Oh, look at that. The cube credits, we now have 510 cube credits. There's a few from the tutorial, which is quite nice. We can also get cube credits from the contract interface. This is where our corporate level is determined as well. Our revenue share is 0.2 at the moment, so we can definitely, you know, do better in that regard. These are basically like little missions. These contracts are like little missions. Visit any asteroid that is of the silicate type passing through your mining claim. Okay. Upgrade the shuttle forge. Add a forge to your shuttle so that you can melt iron and construct tools on the surface. I'm very interested in that. Crew of 3 worker bots. We only have 1 worker bot at the moment. That is fine. Okay, let's head on up to the equipment area. What can we get? We can get equipment and blueprints. Molten iron forge. Shuttle forge upgrade required. Okay. And a command bot. We can... A replacement command bot. Okay, well, we can't get it until... if one is... If one is broken, that's fine. A mining turret. I am interested in the mining turret, though that's going to wipe out a lot of my money. And a worker bot is 250 apiece. Okay, that's cool. What do we got over here? Command bot purchases. Ooh, we can upgrade our mining laser to make mining better. That's cool. Gravity tether level 2, maybe. A battery pack, a jet booster. I'm not really interested in any of those upgrades right now. We got anything over here? Repair and salvage. No, everything is in good working order. Aha, this is where we can get some upgrades. We can get an upgrade to our freighter, which is going to allow us to go further, to store more, to manufacture some resources. Interesting. Navigation, increase the sort of scan level and increase the scanner itself. That is pretty darn cool. The shuttle forge is going to cost me $450. Yeah, I am really interested in that. Upgrade to level 1, plus 60 molten iron, plus crane blueprint for construction. I mean, I don't have any of these resources at the moment, but I can absolutely sort of work towards getting that. Shuttle equipment, carrying capacity of the shuttle, that's fine. Shuttle storage and shuttle delivery. Anything else around here? No, it's currently off limits. That is fine. Okay. Oh, yeah, there is the fuel station. We need to refuel with 40 of these cube tokens in order to get back up to maximum fuel. Okay, there's nothing crazy that I do want to upgrade, but I do want to sort of save up for that fuel upgrade. There's also, I really do like the idea of a mining turret. I think we're going to buy a mining turret. Boom, let's get that. And we'll also probably save up for some worker bots in the future. But for now, let's get back out on the shuttle and see if there is any more stuff that we can get mining. So we visited this one down here, if I'm not mistaken. I'm interested in... Ooh, look at that. Navigation range. We're almost out of navigation range, but we're definitely out of scanner range. Yeah, I think I don't like either of these, to be honest. I maybe want to try this one. But if I don't like any of the asteroids, all we need to do is hop into bed, take a little nap, and that is going to refresh the asteroids that I have in my navigation screen. So let's go and do that. I'd really like to visit a silicate class asteroid. That's a carbonate class asteroid. Are you silicates? Maybe we'll chance you and see what you've got going on. This is a training asteroid, by the way. There's nothing there for us. Yeah, let's head here and see what's going on. All right, we've arrived. Let's head down to the surface. Ah, beautiful. Looks like we've got a much more sort of flat, sort of workable area to play around with. Excellent. Yes, I am going to be using my brand new mining laser, which is quite exciting. We can deploy this mining turret, or construct this mining turret. Okay, let's deploy the mining turret. I had to grab it from the shuttle storage. This works exactly as you might expect. It is an automated way for me to collect resources, which is pretty darned cool. Very happy with that. And that is the first sort of piece of the puzzle. Now, I'm going to head down and do a little bit of gravity mining. We're going to extract these resources manually. There we go. Keep pulling. And get them up here onto this level so that they can be moved into storage with the worker bots. We'll do the little scan thing, which is going to mark them for collection, which is quite nice. There we go. Looking grand. And we'll get this planet sorted out as well. Oh, look at that. My little mining laser's done such a great job. Fantastic. We are going to undeploy the turret. We're going to take it over to a brand new area. Oh, biomass raw we've discovered apparently. I don't think we can destroy this yet though, but either way, we'll deploy the mining turret in this vicinity over here, and hopefully, oh, look at that. We can actually mine the biomass. Very cool. Well, mark it all for collection and allow my worker bot to do a bunch of work. You can already start to see that if we had more worker bots, we could do more stuff, which is actually quite cool. Now, what I should really be focused on is I should be focused on doing the sort of mining up on the plateaus that are elevated, maybe that I can't expect the worker bot to get to, and then I should probably be moving the sort of resources back to the main plateau manually. Now, this is not the sort of end of the line for the worker bot. We will be able to get ourselves a crane, which will allow the worker bot to get around, which we will do in due course. I'm going to just queue up all of this to be extracted. We'll move you around. Man, this is looking great. This is already looking fantastic. Well, things are going swimmingly. My mining laser is destroying absolutely everything, including the sort of rocks just in the world. I mean, that's fine. I don't mind. We are probably going to run out of cargo space because things are going so darned well here, which I'm obviously very, very happy about. Long may it continue. This is quite honestly taking an unbelievably long time. Not because I don't believe that the worker bot is doing its best. It's just taking a long time because we only have one single worker bot. I'm also pretty much maxed out. Biomass is worth something, but it's obviously worth less than gypsum. If we have a little look here, you can see it's not great. But that's fine. We're gonna have to jettison some stuff. Yeah, okay. Let me load the gypsum up, and then I'll get rid of some of the excess biomass. And then I think we'll probably just head back up, see if we can try and sell some of these resources. Okay, I've jettisoned enough biomass that we are under the weight. You can see the market rate of biomass is far and away less than anything else. That's biomass over there. We've got our worker bots in here. We've got our mining turrets stowed as well. Let's head home, shall we? That was a very, very good expedition. Now, we could come back if we wanted to. I don't feel particularly compelled to do that. Not a bad haul, not by any stretch. Let's not hit any of the little asteroids on the way back to the freighter, because if I do, then I will lose a little bit of cash, and I would rather not do that. Alrighty, what are we going to net from this haul of almost 2,500 units? Oh, I should, before I do that, I should go and put all of my iron into the Shuttle forge, because I need to contribute resources into this. If I add the 150 that I do, then that will mean that we are more than 50% of the way to getting the forge upgrade, which is very, very nice indeed. What about the rest of my resources? What are they going to net me? 306. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's definitely going to give me one additional worker bot, I think. We'll do it. Get that sale confirmed for sure. And let's go and check the contract menu as well. See if there's any contracts that we've managed to fulfill. It's really irritating, actually. I mean, I can pin them all. I probably should do that. Purchase a crew of 3 worker bots. I really, really want to get that done. Okay, let's purchase at least 1 worker bot now, because I need him. Absolutely desperate to have another worker bot. And then let's head back out again. A nice, juicy asteroid here by the looks of things. Gonna make it a bit challenging for my worker bots to do what they need to do. However, if I get I need to go and collect the mining turret. If I go and collect the mining turret from the ship right here, which I will do, then we'll at least get the mining turret put to work on this sort of bottom level. We can absolutely grab as many resources as we can from here before progressing onwards. We'll get you down over there. We're probably going to sort of make some good headway on all of these rocks. There we go. And get this down as well. Cool. All right, let's fast forward in time to when I'm just about finishing up here, and we'll see what we get out of this this asteroid. Pretty good load, all things considered. All but 99 cargo space is used, with high quality resources like gypsum and useful resources like iron. Not bad at all. First things first, got to make sure that we get all of the resources deposited into the forge construction. Very good. Let's get everything in here. Amazing. Okay, so we need 450 cube credits. We can probably get that. I'm certainly hoping that we can. If we can't, we're going to be pretty darn close. I mean, the gypsum that we are... I mean, that's a heck of a lot of cube credits. It's a heck of a lot of cube credits. We're pretty darn close. We'll get our 3rd bot, that's for sure. And I tell you what, if we get our 3rd bot, that might enable me to get... That might enable me to get the contract finished for the worker bot. So that's 250. That's pretty darn good. Upgrade the freighter fuel. What do we need for the freighter fuel? That's going to give me 600, though. That's pretty darn good. Just visiting a silicate asteroid would sort me out. Upgrading the shuttle forge. We need 450 for that. And we're going to get 400 back. So another 50 credits and we are golden. Ah, a brand new asteroid that we can destroy piece by piece. Let's get to work, shall we? All right, another sale made. Brilliant. Revenue share is now 0.3%, which is lovely, I suppose. Any contracts that we can fulfill? Nope, still nothing. But the good news is that we can at least get the forge blueprint done in the shuttle, which is quite good. I will get this purchased. Thank you very much. We now have it. Add a forge to your shuttle that produces molten iron that can be used for construction of infrastructure on the asteroid surface. Very, very cool indeed. And that, of course, does mean that we have checked off the contract over here, which is great. We get 400 bucks back. We now have a slightly higher level of revenue share, which is perfect too. Okay, let's see if we can try and go and find another asteroid to mine. Before I do, though, I just want to check. What's the upgrade for the fuel capacity? Biomass and carbon. Okay, I mean, we can probably make that happen. Anything else that I want to... anything else that I want to get in here sorted out? No, I think we're okay. All right, let's go and see if we can try and find another asteroid to mine. Okay, let's see if we can try and put this forge to good use. It's actually this little bit on the outside here. We should be able to interact with it, get ourselves a little bit of iron, get it all loaded up and ready to rock and roll, and then that should enable us to build some more interesting stuff. This is a pretty barren asteroid at the moment. I need to go and yoink the mining turret from here. There we go. Take you. Brilliant. And we'll get you deployed probably right over here. We can still mine the sort of regular old rocks, and that's what we're going to do. But what we really want to do is access to this plateau up here. And in fact, hopefully, the molten iron is going to be a bit of the solution, and the forge is going to be a bit of a solution to that. Let's see if we can try and get the mining tether out and gravity tether, and see if we can try and do a little bit of manual mining. We're specifically looking for raw iron, and that will enable us to get the forge operational, which is the big old dream. There we go. Fantastic. The forge is working. Beautiful. Okay, so what are we going to be able to build? We should be able to construct. We can now build... Hey, look at that. A crane. Fantastic. This is exactly what we need. And this is going to enable... This is going to enable the ability to... Actually, I need to do this the other way around. But this is going to enable me to go up and down this cliff face, which means that we can get our robots added to the next sort of plateau. Yeah, let's... Right, I have absolutely no idea how to disassemble that thing, so we're just going to have to make a new one. That's fine. Okay, so crane goes here. Transfer point is down there. Amazing. Transfer point up here. Perfect. Okay, so now what that effectively means is that if I want to grab the gravity tether over here, and we want to get that little bit of whatever out, the big bit of nickel there, we can now mark it for collection, which is great, and we should see, look at this, look at this, look at this, we should see a robot come all the way out here, get picked up by the crane, moved up to the high level up here, and should be able to just do the delivery as normal, which is pretty darn sick, if you ask me. That is really, really cool. Now, obviously, we're somewhat limited in the sense that we are limited as to where we can put these cranes, and we also have to consider the fact that it does cost us a little bit of iron to make them each and every time. We'll go and add a little bit more here. There we go. Brilliant. Yeah, we can see our molten iron sort of down in the bottom left-hand corner. But the distance to the cranes is pretty good, so I think we should be able to... I think we should be able to extend the sort of crane over this area here. We set this as a transfer point, and we set this as a transfer point down here. Not quite able to do that yet, but if we move the mining drill into this vicinity, then I'm sure we will have enough space to make this all work. Good, 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 good. Okay. As soon as we've sort of enabled these cranes, we're going to be able to just get everything from this plateau up here is going to be super darned easy. I am personally very, very happy with how this is all looking. And yeah, set the transfer point, that transfer point. Oh, it now works. Brilliant. It now works. That's perfect. So we can just start the process of extracting all of this stuff. We'll get the mining laser up here as well to help out. Beautiful. We'll move you up to the top up here, and ideally we want to be hitting the sort of big lumps. But that's great. Perfect. All right, let's get the job done. Look at that. We've created an automated mining and extraction setup. How cool is this? It feels pretty darn cool, to be honest. It looks pretty darn cool. Not gonna lie, the crane is maybe a touch busy at the present moment, and we could definitely do with some additional mining bots. But not bad. Not bad at all. I'm also now realizing that the crane up here was basically a total waste of resources. But frankly, it's just a little bit of iron, and iron sells for pretty much nothing anyway, so who really cares? And that looks to me like another really, really good haul. Really like those cranes. We ended up with 4 of them doing a sort of like little chain across the world. Maybe a little bit more to get out of this asteroid, but we actually have a time limit as to the length of time that we can stay here, because if we leave, we are going to sort of exit the mining claim. It's really difficult to sort of express how unbelievably satisfying it is to just work away. It's really quite nice. It's really just it feels really good, and it feels even better with the fact that we now have the crane, which can access sort of all areas of the world. Okay, let's bring this back to the base. Let's get it sold, and let's see if we can try and get some of these additional upgrades to our ships. Ka-ching, even more money, brilliant. I've also thrown in some of the carbon and the biomass into the freighter fuel capacity upgrades. What is my next objective? Because, I mean, the shuttle, for example, the shuttle would be really good to upgrade. Getting the shuttle equipment would be really good. That would allow me to take 4 extra slots worth of equipment. The way that it works at the present moment is that we have filled up all of our slots in the shuttle. Let me see if I can go and have a little look at that. It is not this one. That's the storage terminal. It is this one. Yeah, so we currently only have a limited number of slots in our shuttle, but if we get that upgrade, we can get 4 more. Okay. We'll have to see what is available navigation-wise. We've still not had the opportunity to mine a silicate asteroid. That place is something that we can go to, but we are just about to pass out of it. I think I do probably want to take a little nap and see if there's anything interesting or novel that ends up coming onto my radar after this little snooze. Let's have a little look as we flop out of bed. See if there's anything of interest. Ideally, a different type of asteroid. Carbonates. Carbonate. Goodness gracious me. I seem to only get carbonate type asteroids. There's just nothing. Oh well, we'll do this. I'll mine a few more, I suppose. And boom, that is the resources needed for the fuel capacity upgrade. Boom, get that purchased. Amazing. Looking good. Looking very good indeed. Pretty darned happy with that. We can get the fuel capacity upgrade contract as well. Amazing. And look at that. Our revenue share is going up. Build 5 cranes. We've already done that one. Brilliant. A little bit of a shame that we haven't managed to build or visit a silicate upgrade. Or visit a silicate asteroid, I should say. But they're just not appearing. Yeah, they're all just these sort of carbonite ones, or ones that I'm not quite sure about. Either way, not too bad. We've got a bigger jumping range now. We can jump up to 300 km, which is pretty darn fantastic. Either way, ladies and gents, we're going to wrap this one up right about now. Astronomics. Mining, automation, amazing. Thanks ever so much for watching. I've been Open Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.